Hi there. Okay, I'm live. I see myself. I see the laptop. I see my phone. I see Zoom. So I think I'm live. So hello, everyone. I think I'm a little bit on like, I don't want to move the computer that much. Let's see. Better, I think. Hi, guys. I'm going to give you some time to come and find me. So don't worry. We're not going to start right away, even though we have a lot to do today. Because you guys know that I like to complicate myself in case you haven't been here. But before we get started, hello there. My name is Nathalie D'Souza. I'm part of the video design team for Pinkfresh Studio. And I come every so often, along with Kathleen and Heather Olea, to give you some ideas on how to use the beautiful Pinkfresh Studios in Scrapbook Layouts or other projects besides cards. So, like I said, we're going to have some time for you guys to, come and join us. I'm going to give you a few minutes. I am in Toronto, Canada. It's really sunny. It's not that cold today. So there's a lot of light coming in. It's been a week, as always, it's always fun. Let us know where you're watching us from. I know that it might be a little bit of a tricky time for some of you because it's lunchtime for us here in Toronto, actually. So let us know what you're watching for. Even if you're watching on replay, then let us know because we like to know how far and why we're reaching. So hi Heather. And I got the inks in a second package before I forgot to text you about that. That's for Heather. She knows what I'm talking about. So hello everyone. Like I said before, I'm coming from Toronto, Canada. I'm part of the design team, and I'm gonna show you a fun idea. That is gonna take some time. And I have the idea again. My brain is the wheels in my brain are like twisting and stuff like that. I have the idea. Let's pray it comes out. But thank you so much for everything, for joining us. We're gonna like I said, we're gonna give it a few minutes before everybody can find us, before we can go into our project. And I want to talk to you about a few things. First things, don't forget to check the sale happening. I think we're still in the 15% discount for 7 weeks. I don't want to I think, like I said clearly, because I didn't check before we came live. But then again, today is the last day for it. Tomorrow will be a new promotion. I can't tell you what's about because it's tomorrow. But then the other thing that I want to talk to you guys about is about the new Create and Connect happening soon. And I am very excited about it. No, because Alexa just beeped that something's dropped at the entrance of my house. And I know what it is. Not because of that, but because we're gonna be having two events. One's gonna be in English and one's gonna be in Spanish, which I love because in case you guys don't know, I am from Ecuador. I am from South America. So that means that English is my second language. Spanish is my first language, even though I have been in Canada for pretty much my whole adult life. So I speak Spanglish. So I speak fluent Spanish. I speak fluent English. I speak with an accent in both of them, which is always fun. And my brain doubles. I was listening to something this week about your brain having to do double duty when you're translating what you're trying to say from Spanish to English, which it does happen. The struggle is real. But when I teach in Spanish, the struggle is going to be double when I have to think about what I'm trying to teach in English into Spanish. So it's going to be fun. Okay, so that's all I'm going to tell you. Kinari has put together, even the collections are in Spanish, guys. We had fun going through some of the stuff. So it's been, a lot of willing and dealing, and we got to thank Eva for that. Eva Pizarro, she's in our design team, and it's going to be fun. So make sure you check it out. I know the registration starts in January 8th. So come join us because I have ideas, guys, and I have more time. So that's just whoa, you guys know that, we're going to create something really fun. So I'm going to flip the camera and I am going to talk to you about what my idea is. I have an hour and a half to make it a reality. And then, let's get started. And I almost turned off the stream, trying to find the button. That's, a good thing always. So there we go. Let me get up, get a little bit of water. Okay. Sorry, guys, I just swallowed water like really quickly. So today we're going to be working on, I was going to say Halloween, it's not Halloween, on a holiday layout featuring or using the new Holiday Dreams collection. It's not new, it's been available for a while now, but it's beautiful. I find it super elegant. I find it like just perfect for documenting, some of, your holiday stories, if not all of them. If you were here in my last live, I created the companion layout for these pictures. This is my first not my first goddaughter, but she's the eldest of the two. I did the one before for the youngest one. So today we're going to work on the second one, which is the companion for that one. So I have everything here. Everything that I'm going to use is listed in the description of this video, just in case, you guys are wondering everything. It's there. The only thing that I didn't bring down, and I'm going to take 2 seconds to do that, is my ink. I don't know if I'm going to need them, but I'm going to bring them down because my idea changed a bit. Okay. See, that's the beauty of working from your living room, a dining room, because everything is just like, within next on my left, I have like a big, like a shelving unit and have all my stuff that I use there. So my inks are on top and I think my brushes are there too. So I have everything on the side. I don't know if I used it, I listed it, but like I said, my idea changed a bit. Well, the concept to what is going to come to life. So I have everything here. I'm going to start putting it to the side. So we're going to talk about what, prompted this idea. Let me just clean up a bit here. I'm going to leave my papers out here. That's all we're going to need. I have all the embellishments here. Let me just move this to the side. Papers. Okay, so I have moved the one. I have 2 collections just in case. Extra paper. I don't think I'm going to need 2. So what the inspiration for this layout? Let me bring out the pictures. I'm trying to clean up as I go because my husband has me pegged down to like the exact, and I think I've said it before. I am organized chaos. So I am the woman that has I am a messy scrapbooker, a messy crafter, but I have OCD at the same time, which is not a good combination. So my husband said, I think you're organized chaos. So I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds about right about the perfect name for me. So the inspiration for my layout, and you're gonna see that I've already cut quite a bit, is this paper. It's called Snow Globes. And I looked at this and I was like, what if I create this? For my pictures, I can use a terrarium, a snow globe. And I'm like, I know I have a die that looks like this. So I was like, here. And the idea for this actually came from also my 6x8 album. For the IG Hop, I think it was, for this collection, I used this to create create like a little page using the terrarium. So I'm like, I can use this to create kind of snow globes. We're going to fake them until you make them because, let's be honest, we can't have I tried. Don't think I didn't try. I did try to make it with plastic and a shaker, and we could. And I'm probably going to do something similar. But when it comes to the pictures, if you put something glossy on top of the of your pictures, it doesn't look the greatest. So I'm going to show you what I have in mind. So if you have this, you're going to need, you're going to use this. If you don't have this, you can use, because I had it here too, I actually moved it. The arches, there's the nested arches, or the ones that come in the set for the hot foil nested arches from Pink Fresh Studio. And like I said, everything that I have, that I'm using today, is listed in the description of this video with links to the shop. Everything is available. And I just realized that I didn't bring something, but I'll take 2 seconds to go get it because it's, again, 2 steps away. So I'm going to give you more. So where do you put looking up? Then the second question started. Okay, I create the snow globes. What am I going to do with them? And I'm like, maybe I hang them from like a branch. And I'm like, I should do that for a layout. So that's going to be no fun. I'm like, oh, let's create a mantle because we're not crazy enough. But we're not going to go, into detail. But we are going to give it the idea that it's going to sit on something. So, pretty much you get in my vibe. So I pulled a few things. Like I said, we're going to work in pieces because it is going to take us a little bit of work to put this together. So I started one, but I have to create a few more. So let me just, I'm going to leave my paper here and the die, and then we're going to use these two for decoration, but we're going to set those aside for now. So let me just move this to the side. I even have my big die cutting machine on the side, which is, we're going to, again, work from scratch. So I have the two pictures here. Okay, you're going to see that I'm trying not to be messy, guys. Like, seriously, I'm trying not to. But here's just how. So this is what I want, like, kind of the idea that so I used the die, and I'm going to work with you completely, but like I said, I had to work one to make sure that it makes sense on my in my mind. Sometimes you mind things one thing, and the reality doesn't come out to be what you mind thinks. So sometimes I work like an example or at least one piece so I know that it fits and everything else. So I have white cardstock for the base of my layout. Wait, I'm trying to open a chair here to put this stuff. It's going to set it aside for a little bit. And you're going to see that I even have the clear, like, the acetate cabinet chip, and you're going to see why I said that I tried. I thought about, like, making it like this and everything. But once, I set it up, the glare is just like, not something that is very pretty. But we might use the acetate. So don't, and I have it here, so I'll show you how to cut it and everything. So this is pretty much my idea. I want to nestle my photo inside of the terrarium. Snow globe. Okay? So this is what I have in mind. Let me set it straight for you guys to see it. So I have two pictures. So I know that I want two terrariums. So for the sake of right now, we're just going to set the pictures. So I'm going to put them, like I said, think of it, we're going to have to create a base for this because they cannot be flying in space. We need to, set them onto something. And the magical number is 3. So when you think about design, you got to think about, I would say a set. It's a trio. Okay, so I do think that I want to have one picture, two pictures, kind of like in a row. And then I need to have something in the middle just to, bring it together. So that means that I need to build 2 more to build my terrariums in place. So you see the difference of having this little, glare thingy? Okay, I think, and I went into the examples if I was thinking, how am I going to do this? So I went into the examples of the cards, when they created this, how they did it. And I was hoping, I only saw one that was a shaker. And I was like, genius, because I did a shaker for one of my albums. And it took but then again, it's vellum, so you don't see what's inside. And then I was looking at everything. I'm like, I can't fake it, on a scrapbook layout, especially because you're gonna put inside another plastic. So plastic on plastic, it's not gonna be very pretty. So I'm gonna have to just kind of fake it till you make it as if there's glass on top of it. So that's what I said. At the beginning, I was thinking I'm just gonna do ink and then put the plastic here and then it will look nice. But then as I started really thinking about it, I was like, I can't put plastic on plastic. So I had to go with pattern paper. And this is the part that we have to work. We have to put our brains into it. So let's get started. So you see more or less the idea. I'm going to need a third one here. Because like I said, set of 3, we're going to have to cut a paper. We're going to cut some branches because they're going to have to sit on top of something. We need to bring some decoration for this. And usually what you see inside of snow globes are glitter. So we're going to make our little glitter. Here I have the snowflake background, and I have some stuff to emboss it. And of course, we're going to need some bows. So now that you see what my crazy brain was thinking, on the weekend while I was setting this up, now we're going to get working on this. So we're going to set this aside. It's going to be on white cardstock, that much I know. And let's get started. So I have my die here. You see that I do have my die cutting machine here on the side. You see I had paper. I have paper. So I need to cut 2 more of this. Probably, yeah, I'm gonna cut 2 more. Just in case. Okay, but I'm gonna do it this way. And like I said, I hope you guys are doing all okay. It's been a crazy week. And Glenda said, I've seen you twice. Yes, because I did a live session for somebody else last week. So yes, if you were with me on that session, yeah, you've seen me twice this week. And that's Glenda. And she's my friend. So I love her dearly. So I have here 2 different types of gold too. I have brushed gold cardstock, which is what I'm going to use for 2 of them. I already used that to cut this one. And I have this mirror gold, which is like super shiny. And I want to cut one out of this. And you're going to see, you can even see myself there. This is like super, super shiny. Okay, so I'm going to supposed to start cutting it all together. Okay. So let's go one by one because it is going to take, like I said, it's gonna take a minute. So I'm gonna walk a little bit out of camera. I'm not gonna bring my machine over here. I have the big one. Okay. So, oh God. Here we go. One is out. Okay. I'm gonna put the pieces here on the side for now. I forgot to bring the cookie thingy. Oh, hi. I see some of my friends, and they're really they're my friends because I know them online, but I don't know them in person. So, but hey, I'm so glad you guys are here. So let's see. I'm just trying to, like I said, I am organized chaos. So I'm the crafter that is like messy but has OCD at the same time. So let's cut one more. And the other thing, like I had a hard time, like, with, and I'm going to be honest, it was creating the inside of it. At the beginning, I was thinking, because I want to have a white frame, kind of give you the idea of the glass. You want to have that white space here. And I had a hard time with that part. So, I had to do a little bit of like, because I was hoping like, it was outside and then it was going to fit. So it took me a little bit of like, what would the word for that? Like playing around with stuff to consider it. So it is not going to be exact, but it's going to be ish, which is my favorite word. If you guys have been here before, you guys know that I measure, but it's ish, because I'm not a perfect science. So I'm going to go ahead to the side. And like I said, you can hear me, but I'm die cutting on the side. And if the table starts shaking, it's because I am die cutting it. So we have the other piece. Here we go. Okay, garbage to the side. So I have my 3 snow globes. Garbage to the side. Let's pull out that piece. So I'm not going to put this away yet, like, the glass part. I am going to put this on the side so I don't lose it because there's a big chance that I might lose it. So I'm going to set that aside. I need to cut pattern paper for this. Okay. So for one of them, I've already gone ahead and used this, which is I cut it from the 6x6 paper pad. So for the other one, I want something that like, it's similar. I don't want to go with pinks or reds because if you see my photos, there's quite a bit of red and it's actually super vibrant. So I want something that is going to contrast a bit with that. So that's what I went with the blue. I'm thinking maybe, let's see what we have. Maybe this green. I don't want it to be like super busy. I want it to be like kind of, and you're going to see that I've used my paper part quite a bit. So I'm just trying to, there's one that has this note, like, kind of this one here. Okay. And let me just set this the paper on the side. I need to cut it. And I'm okay if it's not completely like, right on dot. That's fine. I'm going to help myself with a little bit of washi tape so it doesn't move. The paper is beautiful. I mean, I have 2 paper packs, but one is pretty much all cut off. as always. And then, the other one is for the next month. So here we go. And again, I'm going to disappear and I'm just on the side here. There we go. Oh, wait till you see what's coming next year. Oh my God, wait till you see. Seen one of the collections for the event. Like I said before, be sure to January 8th is when the registration is going to start. So keep your eyes because the dates are going to be pretty much, I think it's the same day we're going to try to run it or close by. So if you speak Spanish, come join us. Porque todo va a ser en español. Si hablan español, vengan. Vamos a tener vamos a divertirnos, vamos a hacer scrapbook, vamos a hacer un poco de cosas, así es que vengan. But if you speak English, then come, join us, because we're going to have fun. So you see how my brain had to think about how to translate each other within 2 seconds? But that's how I live here in my house. Pretty much the way I talk to you guys is the way we talk. Like half English to my husband, half Spanish to my mom, and in between to my kids. So that's how my brain, how quickly my mind rotates from Spanish to English. So I have this piece. Now, the only thing that you have to realize right now, I'm going to move this here out of the way, okay? To clean nicely. Is that like I said before, to sell the idea of a snow globe, if you look at the inspiration paper, which I have it right here, it will have to be completely white and just have the picture in it. And I thought it was kind of a little bit sad. I thought about adding ink and I was like, and then I remember that I've seen some snow globes that have a backing in it and they're kind of straight at the back and just dome at the front. And I was like, I'm going to go for that style of snow globe. So when I cut this, put this away, it's right at the same size. So what I have to do is I have to trim it so that it's smaller. So here, like I said, it's not going to be exact because really I am going to just cut around 1/8 of an inch, hoping and praying that, it's even all around it. And it's just from the round part here. You can leave the bottom as it, okay? So let's see. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to say around 1/8 of an inch and hope and pray that I do it the same. So this, I did how I'm showing you right now. Didn't measure or anything, just, if you look at, I don't know if you can see it, I'm guiding myself by what it's left be on the side of the pair of scissors here. I'm trying to make sure that everything is the same amount. And like I said, it is not going to be perfect. Ish is my favorite word. How do you translate ish into Spanish? I have no idea. And my brain's already thinking, if I have to say that in Spanish, how am I going to say it? There you go, guys. But like I said, if you speak Spanish, come join us. It's going to be fun. Because a lot of my friends are there. For example, Susie, who's in the design team, and she speaks very little English, and she's hilarious in Spanish. So, and she's super talented. So, and you have Kathleen, and you have Eva, and you have Andrea. So come join us, And if you do it in English too, come join us because we're going to have fun too. And if you join us in both, there's a chance we might not be doing the same project. So just saying. Okay, so bonus. There you go. So you see how the little bit of, I'm going to put it closer. Okay, there. See the little bit of space? I am hoping that that's going to give you the illusion of the glass. And it's nicer to have something framed, especially when we're dealing with pictures. You're going to see my photo is going to go there. Now that we have these two in place. See the bottom? Don't worry about the bottom. Just have to worry about the top part of this. Okay. My photos are going to sit there. And so we might be putting this together right now. And I have the ones that have the brush metal. So. Okay. Just so you see it. There we go. So that's my idea. So we're going to go and glue this in place. And we're going to work on the central one. And then, we're going to continue. Because like I said, guys, that's, it's not a one-stop shop. It's like, okay, let's move on to the next part. And once we have it all together, then we'll build it, then we'll put the layout. So it's going to take us a while to build this, and putting the layout together might take us like 2 seconds. So let me just drink a little bit of water. I found my tape run, which is right here. I have extra tape on the side, so I was prepared. Like I said, I'm prepared for today. The only thing that I'm thinking that I should have done is eat something before we came live. This one is a little bit like not around here, so it's driving me insane. See, I told you, OCD is coming into play right now. Like I said, it's not going to be perfect, and then my brain is telling myself it's not going to be perfect, Natalie. It's, you're preaching it's not going to be perfect, and you're going at it. So, yeah, I think it's better. Okay, so there we go. I'm gonna glue this, and I'm not gonna add any foam adhesive or anything right now. See, I knew that I needed a new tape. See how I know things? I knew that. I put it on the side for some, like, there was a time when I did a live when I didn't have my tape handy, and I had to run to the room together because I have the storage of it. So there we go. So you want to make sure, like this one, you are not going to add, I'm not going to add foam adhesive behind, like, the frame here, because like I said, this is going to be pretty much the backing of it. And it's not going to be perfect. So I see this is not really walk away. Okay. And this is I'm going to go ahead and this little part, it is going to get foam adhesive. Well, actually, no, it's not going to get foam adhesive. But what I'm going to do, though, is just glue it to the bottom part. So I'm going to leave, you see how this has like little divots? I'm going to add the glue just at the bottom edge, so I'm able to tuck things underneath. So here we go. Let me see. Yeah, go put it straight, Natalie. Put it straight. That's gonna be, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna leave the photo there. So I think the photo is gonna be like almost right at the edge, but I need to cover the bottom. So there we go. One is out. Let's set it there. Let's build the next one. Let's put a lid onto it. My dog is walking. No, my dog is walking around. He's a senior now, so I see he's like. I think he's deaf, going deaf too. I feel so bad, because before we used to, he used to hear like when we go outside, and you see how random I am. We used to jingle the keys or their chain, the chain, the leash, and he'll come running. Now we literally have to go pat him on the back and show him and I would see the cataract, he's getting old, he's 13. And it breaks my heart. And I have to say it breaks my heart because he is my baby. He's with me all the time. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for don't forget to give us a thumb up. It's good. The more you see it, the more people are driven to the side to watch this, and I have to be honest with you guys, we love scrapbooking. We love card making. And for us to continue doing this, which is we also have to have the viewership. If we don't have the viewership, it's hard for us to wait, to know if we're doing okay. So thank you for giving us a thumbs up. Thank you for liking us, or thank you for subscribing. We're very, we appreciate it. And we do too. We do. Kathleen and I, we do scrapbooking. I'm sure Leah and Heather feel the same way. So I have my little, what do you guys think? Okay, so you see, I think the idea is, I like the idea. I think it needs some stuff here. So maybe we add some embellishments underneath here. That's what I said. Try not to add the glue right at the edge, just at the top edge, just the bottom. So you have space to add things in between. So I do think that I want this in my layout. We'll bring back the cardstock, which I have it here. I think I want to put this, on the side like this. And that's what I haven't glued my pictures yet because, right there. Okay, so the middle one, and That's the only thing about this. Usually, like, when I cluster things, I like to put one in front of the other one. I might with this a little bit, but not too much. But they are going to sit like one next to each other, okay? I might move this higher a bit. I don't know yet. My brain is debating this. This part is like another part that I'm debating. But I have my little here. I just know that I need to, like, do something to this one here. So sorry, my finger for some reason is really scratchy. And even though it looks like greenish and silvery, it's actually like mirror gold. So it's really, really shiny. It looks great, but it's not. It's like gold. Champagne gold, that's the name. So you see why I need to give it something to sit onto? So let's work on this. And this one, I have the idea. I'm not so sure if it's gonna look like I thought. Okay, so I have a piece of acetate that I pre-cut. The only thing about acetate is like it attaches onto everything. Everything that you put it close to it, like it attaches to the backing of it. So even if I'm trying to keep it clean, so I don't know if you can see it. Do you see like there's like a glare to it. So the only thing that like before I commit to this idea, because I do like the idea, is that I want to try something. I have the original acetate here. You see when you put it on top of like, something else, it doesn't look the cutest. And I mean it in a nice way. It doesn't look like so cute. So my idea is instead of, I'm going to keep the acetate. I am not going to take it away. I mean, I'm going to like, set it here to the side. But I think I want to add a little bit of ink here. And I want to like probably create like kind of a vignette inside. That's how I say it. That's how I say it. Okay. Like a little seed inside my little globe. Like it looks like it seems in, I can't breathe. Like it shows in the designs that, that come in the paper. So for this, I do think that I need to pull my inks. I don't want to do a pattern paper because I do want it to be a little bit different from this. If I put it next to it and there's pattern paper, sorry guys, let's get into one thing. If I cut pattern paper here, I think you'll probably lose the cuteness of it. So I'd rather use ink a little bit and kind of create like, a little bit of a vignette. And then we're going to continue with that. So thank God I pulled down my inks. And like I use for this, I'll tell you what acetate I use. Again, I bought this on Amazon and it's just 6 millimeters stencil. It's to cut stencils. Now it cut super simple. So if you want me, I can cut it, but I'm not, because I already cut one. All I did is same thing. I put it there and one pass, this is super sharp. One pass was only 2. So like I said, I played with that idea a little bit ahead of time, just so that I knew it makes sense. So I'm going to, and then the other thing that I was considering, and you just hear me making noise because I'm trying to put this away. Otherwise, Natalie will forget. Natalie is not working on it. Is that you can make this into a shaker. Again, a thought that went through my mind. I am not gonna make it into a shaker. I am crazy, but not that crazy. Because but I can show you how to do it. I'm gonna show you, quickly how to do it. Now, this started as a shaker. To do that, I used a magic mat. You can use like a soft mat. When you use this to cut your acetate, it doesn't cut through it. What it does, it kind of creates like an indentation. To cut the acetate, I had to use my 2, like my Spellbinder hard plastic, I don't know what you call them, the shims. But to create like an acetate shaker, I use my magic mat. I did not use, I'm not going to show you how to do it. Like I'm going to talk to you how to go through. So when you create it, I don't know if you can see it here. See how it creates kind of a folding edge? It's not going to cut through. It's just going to create like, it's going to mark the edge. So what you would do, you know what? Instead of me talking, I'm going to quickly show you. Because some of you might say, Natalie, I don't understand. So I'm going to show you quickly. I'm not going to take you fully through it. Pull out the paper again. But it is a thought, that went through my mind, and some of you might be considering it. So you're going to have to, first of all, when you cut it, you're going to have to leave maybe a ½ inch on each one of the side of the terrarium, of the acetate. Okay, so here, let me get my magic mat. And I don't know if you can do it with the embossing folder. I'm not so sure. Okay, so let's hope and pray it doesn't move. Okay. Maybe put it through twice. It's not gonna cut it. Trust me, I've tried this already. You need a shim to make sure that I how much pressure and cut it to create this. It's better to cut. So you see how it kind of creates like the fold. Okay. So what you will do is cut a second piece, like what I've done here. And what you will do is, okay, so you're gonna cut around the shape here like this. And I might do that. I don't know. That's what the reason why I said, oh, might as well do it. What you will do is, okay, start cutting little V's. Yeah. Not all the way, but leaving a little bit of space, little V's. And these little V's is what are going to help you with creating the fold. I'm going to show you. And it might not take that many over here in the straight part, but when you get to the round part, it's going to take quite a bit. And you're going to see that I'm cutting it not all the way through. I'm going to leave around 1/8 of an inch from the that folded edge. So let me start here. It's going to take you quite a few. Just remember, you have this curvature, so you got to take into consideration that. Okay, so it's going to take a few. And I am showing you this because I might use it. I don't know yet. I'm still not convinced. Not that I'm not convinced, it's just my idea. Like I said, it changed a little bit while I was actually working on this. You're going to see I'm going to kind of create little V's here. So when they fold, they sit nicely. Try to get it. You can see it. And they will take you quite a few of them here. Okay, and you're going to need like super strong adhesive too. So I would suggest maybe red line tape, something like of that kind that is going to be very strong, because it's going to have to hold it and it's going to take a lot of patience too. Just telling you guys. Okay. So just the idea, I am not going to use it, but so you see it. Because like I said, I open my mouth, I have to show you now, guys. This will go here, and then these little pieces will start turning one by one. Okay, and that little V is going to help you with the folding. That's when the adhesive will go. And then you create your shaker pocket out. Okay. I'm not doing that. It will take me quite a bit to build that up. But I'm going to set it aside because you might see it in the project coming soon. So there we go. I'm just trying to find my packet for them. Okay, here it is. No, it's not. See, okay. No, it's not. No, it's not. Where did I put the little package for them? Here it is. Okay, let me put it away. So, let's go. Okay, let's get the inks now. Okay, I have my ink here. I'm going to clean up the desk. I'm just going to leave my little piece of cardstock on this side there. And the color of ink that matches the blue, because I'm going for the blue background, it's Slumber. So I'm just going to pull that from my inks here. You're going to see I have my case here, everything. Okay, so remember where my cool tones here is. So I'm going to pull out Slumber. That's the shade of blue that matches the collection. So let me get a little brush here because I want a bigger brush. Hey, what's going on, buddy? Let me fix it right now, okay? Yes, I talked to my dog. I think it was my child. So I don't have kids in the house right now. It's the dog that I'm talking to. So now when you look like at a glass, usually it's like darker on one side, lighter on another one. So we're gonna go with like, I wanna mark especially the edges. So I'm using this large brush just because it's gonna help me, but I need something underneath so I don't stain my gaps. So just a random paper. Here we go. So we're gonna go ahead. So let's just go into, because I'm gonna put it underneath, I'm just gonna bring a little bit of color. So, soft. I'm starting outside of the globe, so that is really soft, the coloring. Kind of stretch it a bit. Okay, we're gonna flip it a bit to the side. I'm gonna go the other way. I'm quiet because I'm just, doing this. But I hope you guys are like, I hope that enlightening you a little bit with what, like, at the beginning I was thinking about it, but then I changed my mind because, like I said, once I put it in my page protector, like I was thinking about it, going, the glare is gonna kill me. I know what, sometimes what is gonna bug you, and I knew that that little bit of acetate was going to bug me underneath, especially on top of a picture. It's like as if you put like a page protector inside a page protector. So it kind of takes away from the photo. That's what changed my idea. So you're gonna see that it's darker on the sides here and super light at the top. I'm going to go at the bottom. So I'm hoping that this gives the idea of the glass. This one, it is gonna get acetate, but it's not gonna be a sheet. So there we go. That's all I need. And I use my big brush because it just, having that rounded, like, bigger brush, it just makes it easier than going with a detail one for this. So I'm not using my Paintbrush Studio one. Let me just put this away. Otherwise, did I open it from this side? Yeah. Yes. 2 seconds of cleaning up. Container. I was telling Kinari because we had a chat last week. I'm like, is there any way that you can start selling these nice white boxes? They're beautiful. So, clean this up, guys. And we put that. Okay, so now we're ready. Let's clean up our mess here. So now I have this here. And I have the little silver part, which has disappeared on me now. Of course, because see what happens when I move stuff around? Where did it go? Magically disappear. Oh, here it is. Don't ask for it. See, it just gives the idea of the ink a little bit, okay? So it gives the, like, adding a little bit of ink is gonna help us with it. So let's build this up before we move any further. So I am going to use this for this. So let's build something inside. So for that, let's just bring this back to help us, like, guide us through this process. Looking at the time, we still have 45. It's 2:30, we finish it. So we still another 45 minutes to finish this. Okay, so you see I have the blue, so it brings the blue from the background. We have it there, not too much, like just a little bit, okay? So you have this part that's gonna go on top, only on the center one for my project. You can do all three if it's, but I like that. Okay, so now we need to build this one. So that's when we're gonna go into our, our ephemera pieces and stuff like that. See what we have here. Okay. A nice thing to put here would probably be a pile of toys. No toy, present. My goddaughters will love it if, like, I send toys like that. Unfortunately, this is what we're gonna build. We're gonna put something inside. Okay. Okay. We have let me just, I'm trying to find things. I like this little house. It doesn't look like a present. So I know that there's a present somewhere. Okay, here we go. Present, present. So I gotta probably have to go through the papers and stuff like that to find more stuff. So let me just bear with me because I don't think a house will sell well in this. So I'm just trying to see what else I have here. Oh, the case, yeah, the case, you guys, if you were like, you got it, then you know how beautiful it is. If you guys are considering getting it, just go get it. Like, honestly, it's beautiful. It works great. See, this is what we're gonna create. Okay, so we're gonna replicate this in here. I can't find anything else. Let's look at the paper. I'm gonna go for the 12 by 12 because then I know that the prints are bigger. So maybe I can find presents there. Quickly go through this. There's a little vignette with presents. There you go. So I'm gonna get fatty cut from here. I'm gonna cut the one there and this paper. So these two papers, I'll tell you the names in 1 second, are the ones we're gonna use. Let's move this back. Pair of scissors right here. Let's start. This paper here is called Season of Hope. I'm gonna take this out of here. So even though I like the B side, we're gonna take that. And see, one thing that I just realized is that they put like a little base, which I want to do the same thing too. So let's take this out. Yeah. Let's go ahead. Some of you are going, oh, you're gonna fussy cut them. Yes, I am going to fussy. And I'm gonna keep them all in one single piece. So it's not gonna take that long. What's gonna take us that longer is to cut the branches that I'm gonna show you in 2 seconds. That's what, like I said, it takes a little bit of putting together, like, building the pieces, but then like once you put it together, it usually takes no time. Most of my projects, like, I like working them that way. So it's easier, like, to show you the technique and then it's easy to put them together. So they're not complicated projects, as in like, the design of them, they're rather simple. It's, what the stuff that goes into it, which is, you can take for any other type of project. So there we go. We're almost there. And again, not perfect, even though I'm looking at some corners going, oh, you're gonna have to clean that up. So how's the weather around your area? Like here, like I said, yesterday it was so cold. Today, it's not bad. Today is sunny and it's not too cold, which is always a good thing, even though we're in December. Tomorrow's gonna be like, December 1st. Like, honestly, guys, this year has like flown by, like flown. Like there's no other word to put it. See, I like this. If these are a little bit smaller, let's talk about proportions. I like that. I like that much better. So I think I want to add like a little, if you looked at my little, even though I cut, there's like a base at the bottom. So I need to add this here too. And then I'm going to move it a little bit there. Something's going to go at the bottom there. So let's look at a paper. That will look nice there. It's going to my 6 by 6 paper pad. Because I might have something here that looks, you know what, let's bring some, I don't need much. No, that's not a good paper. It has to be soft and a little bit of a different color. So I think that this little pink is going to, it has to be more of, do I need another crescent? I have this. No, I don't need this crescent. It needs to be something of a pink or something like, soft. Give me 1 second. I'm just looking around. Maybe this. Maybe a piece from here. Let's see. Yep. Because I'm going to cover some of this. So I just need like a piece. Let's see. If I'm talking to it's not that, I'm just trying to work out. I just want this Well, let's go with it. Let's see what it looks like. It's not bad. So move this to the side, move this to the side. We just need to give it a base because we cannot have, like, I was going to say the trees, the presents floating into space. So we need to give it a bit of something to, kind of anchor them to the ground. So a little bit of tape there. Maybe like around 3/4 of an inch or so, no more than that. Here, flip it. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut around it carefully. Don't forget that half of this is gonna be hidden with your shiny part. So, don't stress over it, like, over it. There we go. Okay, put this back here, bring this back. Okay, let's glue this in place already. So that's gonna be right at the bottom. Yeah, right there. I'm gonna go ahead and this is going to sit right here. This is going to be right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue this in place. This one's gonna get, my little tip here, then close the bottom and put it there in place. And to line it up, it's just you gotta find the straight edge here. So move it a bit to the right. Okay, the glue dries clear, so there we go. Here we go. See, much better. So now you have a base for things to, because really, guys, presents are not flying in the sky. So we need to anchor it. The other thing is, like, it's driving me insane. Every time I touch the acetate, something gets attached to it. So yeah, now we're gonna go into gluing this, and you're gonna see that I cannot use foam adhesive, which is one of my most favorite things in this world. Okay, but actually I might. So, or do what I'm gonna do. These are die cuts that were left, the negative pieces from the scallop circle from Pinkfish Studio. I'm gonna cut pieces of this to help me create not the bulk, but give the idea of dimension. Okay, so I don't want to add a lot because remember, this is not, it's not a shaker, but I do want to give it like that idea of dimension. So I'm going to just add a little bit. I don't have foam adhesive that is super thin. So I got to play with, creating that dimension. So you see, that's just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to add some here. So I like to keep things that my husband says that I'm hoarding, but it's not hoarding. It's I just know that I have a use for them later on, aka hoarding. Okay, let me see a little bit there. I need to put this one here like that. This will sit here. You gotta kind of cover that edge at the bottom there. I like that. Maybe it doesn't have to go all the way high because I think I want to put a bow on top. So there. Okay, let's see. I'm just debating if I glue it now in place. No, I'm gonna glue that in place. Okay, so get another piece here. Once again, cut this. Don't need much. And it's not that, my husband will be like, no, she keeps everything. And I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, Natalie, it's time to purge. And I'm like, my things. But it's always good to clean up, And then, what is that? Okay, so this is me yesterday. I'm like, I was looking for a specific to create a project for Pinkfish Studio. And I was like, oh, I know I have it. So I literally went and pulled every single stamp set, trying to find it, just to realize that I did have it on the card right next to me. That's my day. So I want it like that. Yeah, a little bit, not too much. Okay, move it a little bit higher. We are gonna put something, a sentiment or something at the bottom, but I like it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and secure that. So all my stamps, I don't have like you know, like in a specific place for them. All my Pink Floyd Studio stamps are in like designated area, aka a cart, and I have it's full, So I might be considering moving some of the stuff that I know that it has to be moved to address it. What do you call it? Like I have an IKEA cabinet that has actually a cover so that you don't see what's behind it. Thank God, because it's kind of messy back there. Right here. Okay, so there we go. See my little bundle of presents right there? Okay. Okay. I need to drink a little bit of water. Okay. Let's clean up. Let's do a quick cleanup. I know I'm gonna need something for stuff up here. I need this piece of paper, that's from the old tree paper. And we need a sentiment to go in there. Okay, because it needs something there. So I'm looking at this Mary just because it kind of pops out. And I have my little thing here. Oh, I like that. See? I like that. And so I think, again, my pictures are not like, yet there. Remember, like I said, don't glue all the way because you're going to have to kind of stick them a little bit there. So one can sit there. And the other one, I'm going to lightly, only the bottom is glued, not the top part of this little thing here. So I can put them there. See, I like this. So I'm going to just play with the idea a little bit here. How's that? That is so cute. Okay, I have to admit it myself. That's so cute. Okay, I'm sorry. Look, this is very cute. Okay, so like I said, we have to create now, like pretty much like quite a bit into it right now. Now we need to bring stuff that is gonna decorate this without over like we can like do a lot for this like over decorating, because remember you're thinking about an inside of a globe, and like I said before, what do you see inside a globe is snowflakes. So let's move this to the side. Our idea is pretty much there. Okay, move this to the side. We are going to use, I have it right on my left ear, or I had it on my left ear. This is what I did yesterday. I went and stapled everything that's sticks together. Okay, so this is the snowflake background, and I already like. It's not that I did it ahead of time. I usually, when I create a project, I create extras. So I had this, and I thought that it was the perfect complement for this. When you bring back the layout, like I said, what do you see inside it? I was thinking sort of like this. I haven't done my picture yet because of this. Kind of give you the idea that they're floating in the layout. And in here too. And I might not need to do it, but I do need. I'm going to show you how to. Yeah. So this is my idea. I'm going to have to cut that extra there. So. But I need some to scatter. So I'm going to have to do one more pass. Okay. So I just need to stamp it once. Thank God. I was thinking I have to stamp it twice. I don't. So again, when you create a project like stamping or doing stuff like that, do yourself a favor and do it like 2 or 3 times, which is pretty much what I do all the time. I see fingerprints on my gloves. Oh my God. I see again, guys, OCD is hitting here hard right now. Okay. So I have my little embossing ink here and everything to do this. I was gonna hope and pray that I have to do in one pass. So I'm not the greatest at embossing life. So somebody one time told me you are great to do it, and I'm like, yes, I am, because I know very little. Scrapbookers, I would say, let's do it. car makers then, yeah, yeah. I'm like, scrapbooker will be like, we just like, die cut some snowflake. But I already die cut snowflake for the previous project, so, and this is this is a background, it's an A2 shape background, and that's okay. So I'm making sure that I have enough ink so that I have to do only one single pad. Pray. I am praying right now. Trust me that. I'm praying. Present. God, please come on in one single shot. There we go. I think I got it. Okay. What I am using for this, and I have it in a bag because glitter gives me the heebie-jeebies. Okay. This is from Ranger, and it's called gold tinsel. So it has like glitter on top of being an embossing powder, but it goes everywhere. And I mean everywhere. Okay. So I wouldn't be surprised to see my dog shine at night when they turn on the lights. Because for some reason he decides to come underneath my feet right now. Okay. There's a few here that I don't need that many, thank God. I'm gonna need extras before. Oh God, and this is literally garbage now. Before I even go any further. Okay. Clean up. There's like glitter flying everywhere, like literally. Okay. Let me put this away before it's here. Oh God, not here. Okay, so you're gonna hear my machine go right now. Hard enough. And I'm using hammer milled 100-pound color cover cardstock. I think that's what it is. It's the same one that we use for foiling. I love this cardstock. So it is thick enough to get the embossing without warping that much. It works great for ink blending. It works great for foiling. It's great for stamping. Just saying that. So I'm trying to yell on top of the machine. So these ones here are like, the ones that didn't get that much love from my fingers when I pressed in the ink. Oh my God, there's glitter flying everywhere. I don't know if you guys can see it, the glitter is just flying onto my dinner table. So again, don't be surprised if my dog is shiny or like, there's extra sparkle to my dinner tonight. Here, it's not. Okay, I'm putting the bottom tonight. Okay, I'm almost burning the paper, okay. See, this is why I shouldn't emboss on national television. I think I got them all. And I smell burned. Yeah, I almost burned that one. This is one of the things that you do at night. When nobody's watching and you can, pause that one there. I almost got the fire. Oh God. Wouldn't that be great, Heather? We've gone to this village, we've gone through the death that eats stuff. A fire is one of the things that we haven't seen in our life, and I might just create that. So I have the die that matches it. It's a one single piece, so you don't have to just match it here. Okay, which way does it go? That's the magical one right there. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the pass on on my machine here. I'm just trying to find the pieces that go here. Oh. Okay. So let's put it here. Yeah, guys, like honestly, Heather and I have been like doing this for a while. She's usually the one that monitors or moderates my live session. And we've gone through lights falling, pictures disappearing, so many things. Projects like we pivot. Yeah. So yeah. Fire is anything we haven't gone through. So, I know Heather one time I said, "Oh my God, Heather," and she goes, "Don't worry, I've spilled tea." I'm like, Heather had an accident too. I'm like, yeah, well, we almost caused a fire, Heather. That was, a new one there. So, it was, guys, everything is possible in this place. Or should I say with me, not this place, with me. Everything is possible. So it's done. And then again, I was brave enough to emboss and die cut on national television. This one here is not coming up. Okay, there we go. Now, let me just clean it on my pants. I'm going to be shiny for the rest of the day. Okay. Put this away. Put it on the side then. Okay, so we're almost there. Yeah, let's clean up. Let's clean up. Let's bring our layer back again. There we go. So now I'm gonna do the smart thing, take off the barcode here. International. Oh gosh. Intentional. Oh God. Guys. Everything is possible. That's all I'm gonna say. Everything is possible. When you're doing live, everything is possible. So, welcome to our, live session. We always have fun. That much I can tell you. We always have. Of course, somebody's knocking on my door, but nobody can open it right now. So, if it's a package, it will leave it left there. So there we go. Here we have our base ready. Again, clean it up. Here we go. 1, 2. There 1. Here, let's start building this. Let's put this in place. So this one here, again, remember how I added a little bit of dimension? I'm going to have to build it up a bit here too. Not a lot. And that's what I'm using, like leftover pieces of cardstock for this. Yeah. You're not really crafting if you don't, glitter. Oh my God. But you know what the thing is, okay? Like I don't have like a specific studio or like a room. I live in an apartment. So I'm coming live to you guys from my dining room table. So tonight when you're having dinner, it is always fun because I've seen it when I see like, the dish and I see like, the fork being lifted with like some shiny sparkles on it. So that's always fun. Okay. That's always fun. Like I said, I already see my dog like shining because he was on my feet. As soon as I turned the heat gun, he ran away. So I know his sparkle on his back. Always fun. There you go. So let me just shaking my shirt. So I have this. My little piece is gonna sit right there. You see how that's cute. But might as well finish this up because I wanna attach it here. So we're gonna add 1 here. And for that, we're gonna add glue. And I'm gonna try to not add it outside because remember this is inside of the page protector, supposedly, or not page protector, the glow. God. And I'm gonna put it on the background. Just a few. I don't need that many. A small one. Okay, this one doesn't look that great. So let's see another one here. Okay, and I'm gonna add another one over here. This one that didn't come out like fully embossed. We can stash it. Okay, I need another one. Because remember, this is supposedly snow globe, so some of parts are going to be kind of underneath like that. Okay, and I think that's more, actually, I think there's more than enough. Yeah, that's more than enough. So we're gonna add it, and we're gonna glue this in place. So the only thing that I'm realizing right now is that I need to give it a little bit of foam adhesive at the bottom here because I added dimension there. So let me see what I have. I need to find the thinnest one that I have. I have some. I don't have, I used to have like, this come in different, to be 1/16 of an inch, I think. I don't know. I finished that one and I tried to order it and I couldn't find it. So this is, I think, 1/8, which I found it really thick for my taste. But I'm gonna add it. And the reason why I'm adding this is because remember I added a little bit of cardstock, so there's a little bit of dimension, not much. But I'm hoping that this one's moving. But I'm hoping that this is gonna help me sell the little. There's a little bit of extra here. The idea of the glow too. Okay, just at the bottom. Glitter is fun. Oh God, glitter no. Okay, one thing, like if you're like a scrapbooker and you want to use it like, in a fun way, mix it with some matte medium and then it becomes a glitter paste is fun. Glitter by itself, it's not the greatest. For me, there's no choice. Okay, now you have one take of this. Okay, so this is might be a little bit of the floating case, but I don't mind it. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm going to carefully. You're gonna see me cheat. Careful, Nathalie. Okay, here to help me with keeping that globe in that spacing. I'm gonna add a little bit of foam adhesive to behind the snowflake that goes at the top, so that it kind of stays at the same level. I'm gonna cover my boo-boo there. Okay, that helps. Okay, how's that? Okay. I think it's cute, guys. I like it. I think it's time to glue my pictures. Okay, and I'm gonna keep them. I'm gonna do this. Foam adhesive. Okay, I'm gonna just remember how I tucked them at the bottom. I am gonna leave them like that, just at the top. Okay. Yeah. Oh God, who put as accessory in your clothes? Oh, Glenda, no, you. Okay, this is gonna sound really bad. Okay, so those sequin shirts that sometimes you wear, because they look really fun for Christmas. I had a friend. I hope she's not watching this. She's gonna laugh anyways because she's that funny. She bought this really sequin top, and it was cute. It had sequin and glitter pieces and stuff like that. I love that. So we're gonna go and add the foam. While I'm talking, you're gonna see that I'm gonna add a little bit of foam adhesive to my snowflakes. So I want them to pop. Okay, so while I keep yapping away, and I'm gonna stick them inside of the globe. So she bought this, and again, this is when I was young, quite a bit ago. Okay, we went out, and for some reason, everywhere she went, of course, there was little pieces of glitter that she was shedding, because glitter shakes off, and that's okay. We knew that was gonna happen. What we didn't count on is that the sequin was gonna get caught onto something, aka the back of the chair. But the time, and she mentioned something like, I don't know, I feel itchy. And I was like, don't worry about it. It's just probably the way you're sitting. When you're young, you're a little bit on the crazy side. So you're like, oh, it's just the way you're sitting down. Don't worry about it. You're okay, whatever. And she kept saying, I'm itchy. And I was like, honestly, guys, my mother was there too. She's like, don't worry, she's in Spanish. She's like, no se preocupe, don't worry, And for some reason, she said, oh, I'm gonna go to the washroom. Okay. Little did we know that the sequin had caught up onto, I'm just playing with it. Nothing underneath, nothing sticking out, okay? The sequin had caught up. I'm trying to put it back here. That's all it's gonna need there. Had caught up to a chair had a little defect. I don't know. And what was happening, what was itchy, is the fact that the sequin was slowly coming out the shirt, So slowly the shirt was getting bare. So what she felt was like, the stitches coming off, the sequin fall off, it was insane. So by the time she got up to go to the washroom, thank God my sister was right next to her. And when she got up, my sister realized that half her shirt was out, So she said, like, Valerie, sit down. She's like, I need to go. She's like, sit down. And, then my mother realized it. My mother like threw a jacket at the poor girl. It was bad. It was bad. Yeah, I'm telling you. Sequin and glitter are not my friends. I think that's enough. I may need another one right here. But like I said, just I don't want to overcrowd it, but at the same time, I want to make sure that it reads as a snow globe. So yeah, it wasn't a great thing. Let's just say that we left Switzerland really fast. We were there for dinner. Okay, that's stay away from the glitter. See, I have my gloves now, pretty much, like I said, our layer is gonna come together a little bit at a time. So we have 15 minutes. Yeah, the second part is easy. So now we need something to make it sit on. Okay, let's look at a paper here that's gonna give us that idea. We're gonna need this. I'm just trying to, we can go with something like this. I'm gonna tell you why. Wait. I'm just looking at the papers underneath. Oh, it comes pre-made for me. Okay, so let's go at it. I'm gonna trim. Trying to see. I'm gonna trim this part here, and I'm gonna go this way. So, okay, because I am going to cut this here. I might not even have to putty cut that much. This paper here, it's called, oh my God, I cut the branding bar for this. It's the Deck the Halls. It's the one that has this on the other side. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this straight. Okay, so we need to clean this edge. And I didn't use this one because I had the balls are like halfway through. So I'm gonna trim this. I'm gonna say maybe around 1/4 of an inch from the edge of the bow. Yeah. And this is going to be our little thing that sits on top. So we're gonna fussy cut this area here. So just trim it right here. I'm gonna clean up the area. Okay, so here we go. I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna have to fussy cut all of it. Didn't realize it. Here we go. Yeah, guys, I have a lot of stories, both in Spanish and in English, but that's one. Like I said, sequin and then that poor girl, and she was, we still see her, she still remembers because like I said, it's something that you never realize, how I didn't know. My mother is a seamstress. She never thought the sequin, but it was those tops that are like kind of crocheted with the sequins. I'm not gonna keep going. It's just bad. It's just bad. So, and we didn't stay that long to see if we destroyed the chair, but I'm sure that there were fabric and pieces left there. So I'm just gonna trim the bottom edge, okay, guys? Remember how I was looking for, I said, oh, we need to give it something to sit on. This is gonna become our mantle that comes with decorations included. Don't you love Print Fresh Studio? They thought about this. See? And I know that Andrea actually putty cut quite a few of these for a project she created. So go, I think she put it online. It's on YouTube, I believe. So go ahead and check it out. Wow. Honestly, I'm so happy that I don't have to cut one by one, but it's actually come all done. So it's a matter of cleaning. I'm just gonna clean the bottom edge because I want that kind of like the bow situation hanging down. So it just saved me like the 15 minutes that I was, thinking, oh God, I'm not gonna complete the project. I am going to complete the project. Okay, so here we go. Okay, there we go. And I'm leaving a tiny little bit of space, like, like an offset around the leaves. Not a lot, but I don't want them flush, like, the edge, because then I become very perfectionist and then it will take us longer. By leaving a little bit of the offset, then you're giving yourself a little bit of grace, not having to be perfect about it. And like, again, when you have OCD, like I do sometimes, you can, leaving that little space is you're saving grace. For me, it is right now, especially on a time crunch. My dog is going insane looking around, so I don't know what he's looking for. There's nobody home. Usually when I go live, so my son is here. Well, it just happens to be, in the room working from home. Today he had like he's 20, he's gonna be 23 in December 27th. So he has like a corporate, he works for Mackenzie Investment. So he has a kind of like, those holiday mixers and stuff like that. So he won't be home. So I think he's going to the room looking for him. Like I said, my dog is in his senior stage. He's blind. He can barely hear us. I'm pretty sure of that. But his nose, oh, good Lord. You know how they say, like, when you lose a sight, other sight, when you lose your sight or your hearing, other senses become like really, like, powerful. I think his nose has become even more powerful now, because as soon as you don't even, like, we open a fridge or like even groceries, the poor dog is going insane. So we're pretty sure that his nose is working, like, instead of his eyes and ears, which is not a good thing, because he's gained weight. Because now he'll come cry. Before he never cried, like, for food. Now he cried all the time. As soon as you sit down at the table, he's already there. But then, like, when we take him for a walk, we see him that he bumps into walls and stuff like that. And it's because he can't see that well. So it's bittersweet. It's very, I gotta admit it, it's very bittersweet. No, but we're all going that way, guys. So here we go. We're getting there. See? Okay. Oh, almost there. The last little bit of this. See? What's going on, buddy? No, mom is busy right now. Okay, here we go. Oh. Okay, so let's move this out of the way. Okay. Oh, I love it. See? I told you, perfect placement. Oh, I love. Now, I had some, from a project that I created for my last not live session on YouTube. I have a few extra boughs, which, like, not boughs, but like branches that I cut from this paper. This is the old tree paper. So I'm going to pull some of these out right now. The fussy cut ones, just to help me, like, edge. I think I need to, like, move it right there. So I just need a few, like, right here at the edge, just to help me with it. So I'm okay if I lose some of the bow. Don't worry. I don't want to do a lot, like, but I do want to, like, kind of soften this edge here. Like that. Let me see if I have any more that are fudgy cut. Nope. I used them in another project, so I might need to cut another one. So let's do one quickly. I'm gonna go with the big scissors. Yeah, the paper's perfect. I'm telling you, it saved me, like, half an hour of fussy cutting. And let's do this quickly because I need another one over here. But I'm gonna glue everything in place. We're gonna add a title, a few extra snowflakes, and we are pretty much done, guys. Tons of space for you, like, journaling. You could actually, if you want to, you can go ahead and frame this, which is something I'm considering, because I think it'd be nice to frame it. So I'm going to show you that. Okay, I want to fussy cut this quickly and then we can finish it, because we have 5 minutes to finish and we are going to finish. I promise you guys, I'm going to finish. There might be a bow that I might cut outside of the camera, but you'll forgive me for that. Get in there. You don't need much. Like I said, it's the sum of all the pieces that make, the project. The project is simple, but, it's, okay, so here we go, here we go, here we go. There we go. So it just needs another one here. Let's see. Yeah, I like this. Let's get this more one here. Move it up here. So we over here like this. Yeah, okay, so now we know what we're gonna do. So let's glue this in place, move this out of the way, move this out of the way, move this out of the way. There, and you can see it's not even straight, so. Fire. Here and here. And I'm gonna stay, let's see. You want them right there. So I'm gonna use the grid on my page to tell you around 6 inches, I'm gonna say, from the top. Yeah, 6 inches from the top. Make it 6 1/4 from the top, okay? There we go. This one I'm gonna sit flat. So let's see, we're gonna fit one here, right at the edge. Around 1 inch from the left and 1 inch from the right. Let's do 1 inch and make it 1 inch and a half. There we go. This one. There we go. Put it right in place right there. This one. Okay. Here we have these pieces. I think I want to add this one here. Just because, like I said, I want to soften this edge here. Okay, so let's find a piece that matches exactly here. Right there. So foam adhesive is my best friend for that. You don't need much. You just want to kind of hide the seam here. There we go. The same on this edge. So I'm thinking something that is gonna slightly lift it up. There we go. I have my foam adhesive right there, so I can easily grab it. And probably a little bit more here. I like that there. So, and just quickly add it. So the only thing that, like I said, you're not gonna see live because I'm gonna do that outside of the camera, so you guys can go and enjoy the rest of your day. And Heather too can go, because for Heather it's still early, so I'm gonna put it on top. Okay, remember, I'm gonna add it right there. I am going to cut. I'm going to use the artistic bows to cut a bow to go. I think I want to put it here, and I think I have it here. Right? Oh, I might actually have cut it ahead of time. Yay, Natalie! And I want it in vellum. I usually have pieces that I have cut out ahead of time, so I'm going to use one that I have pre-made. Sometimes things just happen for everything, and I'm going to go with white. So let's see which one. I want to use this one. So some glue here. One, a little bit of extra glue. Two, it's coming apart. And I want vellum because I don't want, like, there's quite a bit going on. I don't want to take, I don't want to cover all that stuff. So vellum is, I'm going to tell you this, probably my choice most of the time. I love working with vellum. And I have a little piece of, want to put it on this. Yeah. And then go at it. Oh, see here. Okay. Down. Over there a little bit. Okay. And now white. Here. Little bit of blue. Thank God for having it, extra. Whenever I create something, I usually do extra just in case, you never know. And it's gonna save me. I think I want it, I don't know if I want it here, which I think it's gonna be, or here. No, I think I want it right here. Let's see. Yeah, I want it right there. Foam adhesive. Let me cover this up. Oh, we have a winner, Cynthia C. You are the winner of the $15 gift certificate to Pink Fresh Studio. Make sure you email Leah at Pink Fresh Studio to claim your prize. It might be like a few days before she answers because she's a busy lady, but congratulations. Save it or use it. There's a few more things coming up. My title guide. Okay. I like this Santa approved. I don't know. I like this joy. Okay, so this is gonna go there, foam adhesive. And the only thing that I'm looking at it that I think I want to frame it. Okay, so it's gonna be here. Okay, and how much more? Yeah, so let me show you how I'm gonna frame it with this paper. Because if I put it on this, then all this, the red is gonna pop out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trim this. All right, might as well do it. Heather, hold on for me for 2 minutes. Yes, I'm gonna just take this out. It's gonna take me 2 minutes, Heather, and then we'll be gone. So 1/2 inch on each side here. Half an inch here. 1/2 inch on the other side. Take this out. Because it needs framing. Yeah, you're gonna take 1/2 inch from the top, not from the bottom. I think you need a big booklet. Okay. No, I'm almost finished. Seriously. So you're gonna glue it right there. Okay, because you need a little bit of framing, and then you're gonna do the same thing that we did before. Don't worry if these are gonna stick outside of the page. They're meant to be sticking outside of the page. Okay, I planned my project for 1.5 hours, and I think I accomplished that. Okay, if you want to add more, I don't think it needs more embellishments, but if you want to, let me see. Here we go. Let's like a few more things. Yeah, so I have this one here that says, I don't want to cover her foot. That's why I said over here, it's too red. So let's find something that is not so red. I have this, remember. You can put it here. I can put it here too. Okay. I think it looks better there. And then it needs something up here. So we're going to go happy moments because it looks the same. Happy memories. I like that. Nothing else. That's plenty. But I have for my puppy sticker, the one that says joy. I'm hoping that I can find a little heart or something here. So to you and me, that's too much. So no, nothing else. Let's move out of the way. Get your snowflakes here. And we're gonna kind of pop them a little bit over here. Okay. Here. We're gonna move them a little bit from here. 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 And over here a bit. Here. And here. And now I'm done. So there you go. I'll trim this out and glue it outside of the camera. Okay. So what do you guys think? I love it. I do. I had the idea and I was thinking, oh, please God, work as as I think my brain thinks about this thing. But I love how this turned out. You can change the bottom to another color, but I like the idea of white and there's lots of space for stories to write. That's what I said, leave it. You know what? This is gonna drive me insane. I see the white and it makes me think of something. This paper here is called mistletoe. Okay, so I'm just gonna trim it here. I'm not gonna glue it right now because I don't have my ruler handy, but it's gonna sit right at the border, at the bottom. So there you go. See? I love how this turned out. Seriously, it's so cute. I'm gonna clean my table so you guys can see it. I love, love, love. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me switch to the other camera so I can see you. There you go. Oh, you can see me now. So I love addiction now. Like I said, the ideas were in my brain, and I was hoping that it came out in an hour and a half, and it did, which is always amazing. Okay, with the speed scrapbooking in the last 5 minutes, but thank you so much, Heather, for staying us for a little bit longer. Remember to check on Tuesday with Leah and Heather, because we have a new release coming up, and it's beautiful. I just got my box. It's beautiful. So you want to keep an eye for that. As always, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, Heather, for being here. Thank you, all of you. If you have a comment or you have a question about it, leave it in the comment section here. I would love to help you with anything. I'm going to go take pictures, glue this page, and I'll share it so you guys can all see it. Thank you so much. Cynthia, go enjoy your money. I'll see you guys on the 14th, by the way. Just in case you're wondering, I'll see you on the 14th, and then we'll take a break for Christmas. So we'll do something fun. Okay? Take care, guys.